and welcome to the Jekyllhydeclub.
I may be missing a Twilight Zone episode or two, but I don't ever recall seeing a Slappy-esque figure on there, like, you know, Slappy's great-grandfather or something. So, I don't know, you think that Slappy is too scary for even the Twilight Zone? What do you guys think?
Yeah, he's only for select tastes, I think.
I mean, he's so, you know, Slappy-esque. He would be perfect in an episode like that because, you know, Goosebumps, Twilight Zone, what's the difference? So, I don't know. I think he was too scary for Twilight Zone. So, welcome to the Jekyllhydeclub. As Gomez said, I am Morticia, that's Gomez, and that's our roommate Slappy, which you probably already figured out. And if you're new, do stick around, subscribe, and check out our other playlists. And if you're watching this one and you're into toys, including our recent giveaway video that we did a few days ago for action figure accessories. But this is an accessory that we're about to unveil for a car dashboard. It's from Nerdblock 2015, and there's been several of these Mystic Seer with the little demon head made. I think the company was called Biff Bang Pow or something, that did the life-size version, like a real machine, and it came with like the fortune-telling readouts on little like slips of paper, and you could put money in, and like it was real. It was like the whole thing. I read the reviews. It wasn't a perfect replica, which for the price you would think it should be, but it was their only real thing we're going to get. But it was very, very expensive and hard to get. They only made a select amount, and they go for 1,000 to a few hundred. Really, they're mainly sold out now, honestly, when I look online, and I wouldn't be paying that much. But and then the same company came out with a bobblehead that was maybe 6 or 7 inches, where the machine is the base and the double head is on top, and it came with cards, just like little playing card kind of things with the sayings on them. And it's about $60 or $70 now, and we will spend that much on a toy, but we have to be in love with the toy. Like, it has to be awesome. So this one's cool, and we wanted it, but not that much. But if you guys want it, that also exists for a pretty high price now. And this one came out in 2015. Dashboard accessory. Gomez will read you the details. We do not drive because we are visually impaired, and it probably wouldn't be safe for ourselves or others. Mainly ourselves, because I care about me more. So I always joke that we could, if we didn't tell them that, we could probably still pass the test and get away with it, because these days a lot of people drive that don't need to be driving, but we don't want to be among those. So we do not have a dashboard to put that on, but he stands up fine on a table. I stuck him back in the box, but I took him out to see that, and he does, so we will just not use his permanent adhesive at this point.
Here's a Nerdblock exclusive, and it says the Twilight Zone Springs Dashboard Accessory, made in China, trademarked and copyrighted 2015, CBS Broadcasting Incorporated related companies, all rights reserved.
And I think he was made by
The Coop.
Yeah, Coop. I was thinking there's a car like that Coop, so it stuck in my head because of the car, which makes sense because it's for a dashboard. Like, yeah, associations, people, associations, they're good. They help you remember stuff. He's a good size. He's a little bit bigger than I was expecting. We got this one because he's the most affordable. He's like $17 online now if you look up Nerdblock exclusive. I know a lot of people actually get Nerdblock, but maybe you missed that box and you just might want to know it exists. Or if you don't get Nerdblock and you're like us, and don't, because I think usually when I watch the unboxings, there's like maybe 2 things in there that I would want out of all of it, and I just don't need to do that when I only want a little bit of what's in it. I guess we're hard to please, but that's okay. He is very detailed, and boing, he bobbles and spins, and it's a good, strong, sturdy spring, so if somebody crashed their car, he might survive. And as Gomez said earlier when I commented about that, he would see it coming and, you know, act accordingly. He seems like a charming devil. He's sturdy plastic, and the horns are made out of like a hard rubber, so they're a little bit different, but they also seem sturdy. And the bottom is just a base, obviously. That would have been neat if they had made it a little mini machine, but they didn't, and that's okay. Uncle Fester could actually probably make a wooden version that we could stick it down in if we care, but we probably don't. But Uncle Fester's very crafty like that with wood. Crafty Uncle Fester.
I just realized that the stand on which he stands, the red one, kind of reminds me of the style of the diner of the 50s, the chairs and
the little table. Yeah, that's a good thought.
So I think they designed that really well, and now I find an angle to show you guys. And
he's a handsome little devil with his sparkly eye like in the show.
Yeah, he does look kind of friendly. And he has eyes of different color as is appropriate for the devil, one black and one glittery. And he has fangs, which is optional for vampires or devils as well.
Horns usually aren't on the vampire, so that indicates probably.
Yes.
It's not exactly like the show one, but they had several versions. Like the various companies that made it had several different even colors, and I don't know why, but maybe from the black and white or something to color, I don't know. But there's all kinds of different little variations. But you know, if you watch the Twilight Zone, you know who the guy is. If you didn't see that episode, he's like a fortune-telling machine, and you have to kind of decide to fall into believing or kind of make your own destiny, which Gomez and I would have been the couple that made our own destiny because that's the way it works. But if you haven't seen that, check out the Mystic Seer episode. And this is supposed to be having permanent adhesive on the bottom that will stick to almost anything, the box was saying earlier when we checked it out. And I'm thinking, does that mean if somebody like has some rotted zombie corpse decor and they want to stick it on there, would it work? I think it would stick on most things, but I think if you want to stick it on a zombie, I think its decaying flesh would like probably mess up the adhesive eventually. So the almost anything I think was counting for zombies. Don't stick it on a zombie because the skin will change and mess up the adhesive. We're talking about real zombies. If you stuck it on a fake one, I guess it'd be okay.
I like the analysis.
Thank you. I try. I'm crafty, so I have to think about what's actually going to work, you know.
Especially with zombie apocalypse coming. So.
I don't really like zombies.
Oh, who does?
I don't like zombies.
Who does, really?
A lot of people.
Oh.
That's why The Living Dead is such a popular show, and we don't like it, so whatever.
That's right, then.
Yeah, but anyway, if we're just going to stick him on a table because he will stand up just fine on his own. But if I ever stuck him on anything, just for you crafty-minded people, I was telling Gomez that if we ever get a satchel that's like one of those box-looking satchels, but where the top is kind of wide and flat as well, where you can stick him on the top of the actual bag, I would maybe stick him on a bag. That would look cool. But it would have to be a wide, kind of chunky bag that's a hard surface with a flat top. And I don't mean the front because that would look weird. I mean really the top. So almost like a square box. But I don't know what I'd be carrying in that. Like I don't know what possibly. So it probably won't happen, but that was my one DIY little flip thought. And I guess somebody could stick it on top of a hat, but I think that would look kind of silly. Weird, cool, silly, but I go for strange hats and glasses, but I don't think I'm going to do that. But I guess if someone made the hat look like the machine...
Hey, creativity knows no bounds.
Yeah, somebody else can do that. Like, I'm not going to wear it, but I'm feeling creative today, so... And so I guess that's all we have to say about him, is it not?
I think so. One cursor look at him.
He's the most affordable, you guys, so if you want to get that one, that's a Nerd Block exclusive. The other ones are way more expensive, but, you know, I just wanted to make you aware that they exist and all that, so... And probably some more that I don't know about, but those were the ones I saw when I was scrolling online. So we hope you've enjoyed this video, and until next time...
Stay spooky, my friend.